as of this moment, we have 3 of our players. We have Daniel. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, so I am Daniel. I'm playing Cinder, lovable barbarian, survivor of demons.
Okay. We have Raven.
Hi, I'm Raven. I've been waiting here for 7 hours.
Sure
and
have.
I'm playing Amelia tonight.
You are playing
I've
Amelia
been here
tonight.
the whole time.
Yeah, 7 hours. That's dedication, Raven. You are certainly hanging on and hanging in. And then Jordan.
Hello, I'm Jordan. I'm playing Thalen, a hot-headed noble fighter who, assuming he makes it through this session, is a miracle that he survived this campaign.
And then we have in the peanut gallery, Renault. Renault's player character has been put in the peanut gallery on purpose. So if you can hear us, Renault, go ahead and wave your hand in chat. Renault was played by Darrow. He has exited the campaign as a character. We will get to why in a little bit in a following scene, but that's Yep, there's his hand up. That's story stuff, and we're not going to spoil any story stuff. Okay, and then our last player is not currently present. Alethana is absent at the moment. Not sure where she is, but she plays Justine, and maybe we'll see her tonight. Maybe we will see them at the campaign wrap-up. I haven't heard anything, so... that said, let's go ahead and enter our... Can either of you do a quick recap? Because our guy who does the recaps didn't have to show up into the game tonight. He's in the peanut gallery. So do either of you have want to do a broad strokes recap for me? You don't have to.
I mean, combat happened.
Combat happened. You were there for most of it, and then your power went out.
Yeah.
That was a long session. So we did last session. The castle at the fort was being breached. You guys were holding off the enemy for a full minute, to allow for the rest of the Bane Knights to escape to the base at Iker military base outside of Hillsfar. You bought enough time, despite the rampaging hordes of Tall, and escaped with your lives, with your friends and allies, into the portal. You walk out the other side in Hillsfar, much farther to the north and east. And that is where we begin our session.
I remember it was kind of a close call at times.
Yes, they definitely had you over the barrel at some points. It was a tumultuous and difficult battle.
Okay, so I have been waiting for 2 weeks for this answer. Did anybody... was there anybody on the other side of the portal to help the 2 daglings?
Well, hold that thought. I'm going to make you wait a little longer. I'm going to go ahead and do our read-in for this session, our final session of the campaign. Iker military base sits upon the northeast corner of the town of Hillsfar, pressed up against the Genkert River and the lake, which the locals casually refer to as the Drowner Lake. Construction began 2 years ago, and the foundations have been finished. It now currently stands as a large platform surrounded by a moat that is 20 feet across. Both sides are reinforced with stone. The water moves at a brisk pace, flowing back down the Genkert River. There is no pooling, no standing, and no swimming. The bridge to the complex is currently a series of heavy planks with smooth furrows for carts. The keep interior's construction has begun, with framing beginning to rise. Off the platform, in the breadth of cleared land between the town itself and the base, is a field. In that field are a series of tents. At the center of those tents is a circle of stones that served as the gate to Helcorth, from which the Bane Knights retreated. The gate has since collapsed into a pile. While the few demons that managed to get through were destroyed, their bodies were reduced to ash and smoke. The traitorous Night Raptor that did slip through was butchered fairly quickly by the defenders. The Bane Knights have been afforded housing in the form of tent barracks. The commander has been put on bed rest and is being housed in Hillsfar itself. The Major has been recalled to Fordeth to report for duty back at the Corinthian Military Intelligence Office. In the following days, Captain Eliana Verjezbael took command of the 14th Bane Knights at Iker Military Base, long enough to administrate an Imperium test for Lieutenant Furia Demus. The youthful woman passed and became the youngest serving captain in the military. Captain Eliana Verjezbael then departed for Fordeth. It is at this point, roughly a week since that final desperate escape from Fordeth, that the ending of our tale begins, in a camp by a castle being built to serve as your order's headquarters near a sleepy town that has served as a waypoint to more interesting destinations. Now, you may ask your question, Jordan.
Okay. Did was there any healing, magical or otherwise, sufficient at Iker Base to save our 2 daglings that went down?
All right, so you are the one who is so very invested in their fates. I'm going to have you roll a d6 for each of them. So
I think we were also hoping that maybe Alithana had the Revivify, yeah?
you didn't have any spells left.
No, I had to use the spell slots to make sure that we all could get out of Helcorth.
Okay. I don't suppose we got any bonuses today, huh?
A bonus cannot be used on a d6 roll.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably fair. What were their names? Which one am I doing first?
Toby and
Toby.
Marcus. Toby was the
Marcus.
dog and Marcus was the cat.
Well, we will sign Toby's fate first.
Okay. Alright. Toby lives, but is too wounded to continue serving in the army, and he is retired.
Okay. And here's Marcus.
Marcus also lives, but is too wounded to continue serving in the army. He is also retired.
They'll be used as consultants for their brilliant minds.
Well, I think with that, then I think we made it through that battle without any casualties. Then
0 casualties.
I mean, that's a win in my book.
yeah, and honestly, some retiree daglings is probably good for their. I mean, there's only so many of those, right?
Yeah,
3.
there are not many. Well, there are more daglings than that now, but there weren't many to start with. That's for sure. You 3, Cinder, Marcus, and Toby, are the oldest living daglings right now.
So, the commander being put on bed rest means they expect that she is going to recover, correct? Or the former commander, or whatever she is now?
Yes, it is expected that Commander Marinez will recover.
Okay. And were they able to find or procure Furia a replacement eye?
That is more of a her business thing. If you wanna find her and ask her that question.
Okay, because the follow-up question is then about the replacement eye for
Yourself.
Yeah, exactly. That's the follow-up. But I was going to ask about the superior officer first.
You can go and find her and talk to her.
Okay. Yeah, I will hunt for Furia and see if they were able to solve her eye problem, because the two of us are in the eyeless brigade, and then I will then hunt down our good friend. I believe it's I forget. Did we take care of solve Cinder's internal injuries? Going to die at the drop of a hat, or pass out at the drop of a hat problem, or are we still needing to make sure that he gets medical attention?
No, that was solved before the battle that you had. Otherwise, he would have been in a very bad
Okay,
way.
okay. That's
Yeah,
what I
that-
thought. I thought we'd solve that, and so
Thank
yeah,
you.
I will go ahead. I'll go ahead on Furia.
So what were you going to say, Dan?
No, I was going to say I also thought it was solved.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was making sure, because that was the damage that we had coming into the lead up to escaping up from there.
All right. So you find now Captain Furia in a tent that is not only where she sleeps now, but also her makeshift office. She is stuck behind a desk in her uniform, and she looks up as you walk in, and you can see clearly the her natural eye look at you green, and there is a fully like stone or prosthetic green one that is the same color as her natural eye color, fitted into the socket of the other eye, the one that she lost, which would be her left.
We'll salute and congratulate her on her promotion, and a job well done getting us all safely out of that wonderful place, and ask how's the new eye holding up.
It's holding up fine. I can see well through it. Let me ask you a question, Justine. You're absolutely sure Reynolds entered the portal before you?
From what I could tell, yes.
You saw him walk through it. Or run
Now,
through
out
it.
of character, out of character, I did see him go through the portal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like wondering, why is she like asking this question? It's like, well, yeah, and is he here in camp?
No, he's not. He never made it through.
And she'll look puzzled, like, what? What do you mean? How did he not make? He went through the portal. How did he not make it through? What happened to him?
I mean, you saw him go through the portal, and
Yes, ma'am.
and none of the others that were already through saw him come out before you did.
Mm.
And you and that other knight were the last ones through. So somewhere between you coming through the portal and him entering the portal, he's gone missing. And so I'm filling out a casualty report for him, because we don't know what happened to him. He can't be AWOL, and he can't be a deserter, because he went through the portal and everyone saw where he was before and saw where he was supposed to be. It's not like we could have missed him when he was supposed to come out, and so he's missing.
Yeah, Justine will look extremely like worried and concerned. I'm not even sure how something like that would happen. Did Quartermaster Morris have any ideas about how something like this could happen?
Accidents happen, was all he could say.
And she'll definitely look worried and like concerned. It's like, hey, well, is a fine person to serve with. Hopefully, he is found and safe and sound.
I hope so too. But for now, he's missing in action. We don't have time to look for him.
Understood, ma'am.
My eye is fine. You should submit a requisition request for a new eye for yourself. Or consider retirement. A mage that can't shoot worth a damn is not super useful. So either
That's correct.
find a way to be useful or get a new eye.
Oh, that was what I was here to talk to you about. A, do I qualify for a replacement? And B, what form do I need to fill out to make that happen?
Those are Morris questions. Go ask him. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And she will go off to salute and go off to ask Morris that question.
Okay.
Of course, she will also ask Morris about Renault, given that even though Furia said Morris had been asked about Renault, her level of concern and worry is making her a little extra cross her T's and dot her I's.
So you go to Morris and you ask him what first?
Where's Renault?
He goes,
because that's the thing that's the startling thing. It's like, okay, we all went through, she saw everybody go through the portal, and then he's not here. So
he says, well, I think I've explained this like 14 times in the past week, but sometimes shit goes sideways in those things. You're not guaranteed to make it through the other side. Nobody is. It's magic. It's dangerous. I'm trying to hit a pinhole hundreds and hundreds of miles away on an object that's moving like 15,000 miles per second in space instantaneously without turning him into paste that comes flying out the other side. It's not easy.
So does he likely end up somewhere else, or?
Well, if he's in one piece, there are a couple of options for him. You move so fast through those portals that if he didn't get grabbed and slowed down by something the right way, he is now a ghost. Because splat, like I said, paste. The other option is when he went through the portal, he got stopped in the spectral, which is where that's the conjoining space. Got stopped in there somewhere, and he's anywhere between Halcorth and here in the spectral. Okay? Which means he's stuck in that plane until he dies. Getting him out of there, not likely. I told Furia this.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I don't know how. I don't have the power to be able to pull someone out of there, and I don't have the power to even go there without, the old-fashioned way. And he makes a slash motion across his throat. So, I'm unwilling to do that last part. I'm not going looking for him. Not there, anyway. The third option is he popped out some other portal somewhere else by accident. Happens. Super rare. I don't think my math is wrong, considering over 100 people got where they were supposed to. Man just got unlucky.
Well, in case no one else has told you, sir, you did a bang-up good job getting all the rest of us out of Hellcorth in one piece, and taking care of the shield generator and such to make sure that we can all live long enough to get out of what turned into quite the hellhole. So you are definitely to be commended for that. Now, the point to awry. Captain Furia says you could help me with a requisition form to get this replaced with something so that I could be useful again, sir.
That eye of yours is fucked. Okay, let me take a look at it. He kind of gets in your face and he has no bedside manner whatsoever. He just like puts his hands on your head and peels open your eyelid very extremely intrusively. He tilts your head back because he's taller than you a little bit, and he looks to see, yeah, this is kind of messed up. I'm gonna have to knock you out before the procedure, but I can fit your head with a new eye. Hold still, and he pulls out a measuring tool. He measures the size of your eye. Takes 3 different measurements: one straight across, one top to bottom, and then one on a diagonal. Once he's done, he makes another measurement from like the bridge of your nose to your ear. He lets go of your head, writes all of this down. He goes, all right, I just need you to sign this paperwork because I knew you were going to be annoying and come over here and ask me for this as soon as you could. I already had it filled out for you. Sign it.
Yep. So she'll take time and she'll take the time and say, well, I've had to come over here firstly because not because I'm annoying, sir, or not intentionally so, but because Captain Furia, she said I either get it replaced or I am stuck being retired at an early age and I can't see how I'd really have much prospects in life if I wasn't able to continue serving my country.
Yes, well, I didn't ask for your whole life story or your reasons. I asked you to sign it.
Yeah, well, she'll sign it while she's telling him that. So
Okay.
Therefore, we get the side favor.
Once he has the paperwork, he says, "Okay, I'll go get this taken care of. I'll have the captain sign her part of it, and we'll do the procedure whenever it gets here." Okay.
Okay. She'll thank him and salute and wander off to check on the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyone else?
Yeah. The first thing Thalen does is find Titan.
Okay. You find
and take the in case he dies letter out from his back.
Okay.
And from the armor and just burns it.
So yeah, you go and you burn your in case I died letter from Titan. Do you burn this at like the company campfire? Or do you do it more privately?
I think he does it privately.
Mm. Okay.
And so Thalen's priority list is he wants to write a letter to pin to both his parents, but I mean specifically he wants to write a letter to his dad, which he hasn't done the whole campaign. But he's back at his family's holding. He feels like he has to, but he wants to get this promotion under his belt first.
Mm-hmm. You are, just to kind of give you an idea of how close you are to your family's holding. You can clearly see that your family's holding is here, but it's more like the line is like from as far as a road standpoint. Your cursor's kind of idling right by it. This is where the border is between your family's holding and Crownland. Hillsfar is part of Crownland. So it is nestled nicely between Van Cressa, Corday, and Carliger. So
yeah, I assume it's been long enough that they would have since no news other than that Helcorth fell would have come out of it, and we were under the bubble for so long, that I imagine the 14th coming through the portal was big news, but his family may or may not know that he is alive necessarily. Just that survivors from the 14th came through, so.
Possible, yeah. So you want to write 2 letters. You want to write one to your father specifically, and you also want to write one to your mother? Or your aunt?
No, just one to his father, yeah.
Okay.
But he is going to look into the promotion first.
Okay.
He wants to have that feather in his cap before he goes before.
Okay. So are you going to Furia then?
How fast is the major reassigned? I mean, like, is it enough time to where I can ask her opinions on my next steps before she gets scooped out of Icar?
Well, we can do that scene. In her tent, she's packing up. This is before the week is fully out. And she spies you walking into her tent looking for her. And she goes, "Ah, Thalen, I was hoping to see you before I had to leave."
New orders?
Yes, I have to report in Fordeath. Major debriefing about our experience in Helcorth. I should be back in a few months. But in the meantime, I have to go.
Yeah, Thalen takes a deep breath and says, "Well, stay safe on the trip. Keep your eyes open."
Should be rather quick, and supposedly this side of the wall is safe, but I will keep my eyes open anyway.
I think one of Thalen's eyebrows goes up at safe. Just the strong implication of, yeah, like anywhere is.
She chuckles and says, "Now you're getting it."
I assume Onyxian is also being shipped off.
Oh no, he's staying here. He has been inducted into the 14th. And so he is one of your number.
Well, we're lucky to have him.
Mm-hmm. Who are you going to talk to after you talk to me?
If it, at this point it has Furia been promoted?
She has, yes. Captain,
that's what he's going to say then.
Captain
he's say
Elion is leaving today as well with the major. So you tell her that you're going to see Captain Furia next.
Yeah, no one to annoy but Furia now.
She goes,
Yeah, well, can Justine happen to wander in to say bye to Velmeyer during the middle of this conversation?
Sure. Velmeyer says to you, Thalen, before the wandering in happens, well, don't go and talk to her with your uniform looking like that. You're out of uniform. And she tosses you something.
Yeah, Thalen will catch it.
It's a pair of bronze epaulets. They get strapped on the shoulders, and a little metal is wrapped up in them. She says, "Congratulations on your promotion."
I think Thalen's quiet for a little while before he just looks up and says, "Thank you, Major." Again.
It's not a particularly high rank, but you're a knight now. And that is the signifier of your station. You will comport yourself in all the ways that a knight is to comport themselves. But you will be a disappointment to this order, and we'll have no choice but to shun you. But you understand all that already.
Yeah, he nods. We'll see if I can make the captain's life a little bit easier while you're gone.
That's the idea. I see Justine's lurking at the entrance. What do you want now?
Yeah. Now, well, first of all, question for Thalen. Are you still like holding your new acquisition, like kind of with surprise and etc.?
I don't think he came with a bag or anything, so yeah, it's still in his hands.
Her face will light up and exactly. Well, that's part of the reason I was here for, because I know your family's from around here, right? And I know part of your reason for being here is a lot similar to part of my reason for being here, except in your case you were persona non grata back home, right? Do you think that's going to be enough to make the folks proud of you again?
No.
The major laughs.
Yeah,
And
congrats.
it's
Yeah, well,
very good that that's not why I did it.
congrats on that anyway. Without your help collecting the information and our last days actually being ignorant of what was going on in Hellcorth, without without your contribution to that, we could all be dead or worse by now. So I can't think of someone more deserving of that.
Yeah,
So
I think Thalen will nod in at least some appreciation, and he's going to turn to the major and say, once again, safe travels.
I'll see you when I get back.
And he's going to leave. It's something about what Justine said about how we made it with 0 casualty. I think Thalen is actually really bothered by Renault going missing, so he just checks out.
She's bothered by, we had 0 casualties at Hellcorth, but we're also not here.
Right.
So it's like we should have had 0 casualties, given that she is like the cleric of the group, etc. And the paladin of the group is like nowhere to be seen. It's like, okay, wait a sec. Everybody's checked off the list, getting out of there, and now one of our own is gone, and so that's bothering her. But she's trying to still do the normal soldiery kinds of things here.
Yeah.
After Thalen departs, the major says to you, Justine, you really stepped in it there. You shouldn't tell someone or say to someone that they're persona non grata to their face when it comes to their family.
Well,
Just saying it's not polite. What do you want, Justine?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's not polite, but I mean, that was so... Yeah, I could have worded that better. I'm not the most I am sometimes not the most tactful person in the world.
Wow. At least you mean well.
And so it's like, yeah, so you get to... You're out of here, huh? You gonna be back, or?
Only temporarily. I'll be back in a few months. I have to report. I have to debrief. So it shouldn't be long. But
luckily I get to get my eye replaced. It looks like I get to keep on serving, but I'm in similar but different situation to Thalen there, and I was kind of wondering for some advice. I know we haven't known each other an awful lot, but we did spend quite a while serving together here in Hellcorth, and being from a cadet line of being quite removed from the Liata Duchy and etc. It's like the military is pretty much my only route to a future and things of that sort. So I didn't know if you had any advice for where my path goes from here. I know I probably need to talk to Furia about it, but she's got a lot on her plate, and this, that, and the other, and trying to figure out where I go from here, so that way I can at least continue trying to secure a future for myself.
Well, depends on the kind of future you want to have, and I think that would be the first step. Determine what kind of future you, Justine, want to have for yourself. The war's not going anywhere, at least right now. So if you want to put those powers to good use, wherever they may come from, the military will be happy to have one more mage of sufficient power to do that stuff. So that won't be missed. Now, I'm sure you'll get your eye, being that it's already been approved. It just needs to be signed for. I do feel sorry for you that Morris will be your surgeon. He is not a healer. He really is not. So, good luck. But
It's all right. He may be a horrible healer, but I'm sure we got some alcohol around here. A and B. I can. I got a few. I'll have some curative spells in the tank to try to remedy at least some of the discomfort.
well, good luck with that. As far as a future for yourself is concerned, I make a decision about it soon. If you want to be here, be here. If you don't want to be here, leave soon. Sooner rather than later. Because once Furia gets going, she's not going to be able to stop what she's doing. So, you're looking for a way out right now. This chaos, this jumble, let me finish, is it. You're looking for a reason to stay. This chaos, this jumble, is the reason to stay. The Order could use you, but we don't want anybody that doesn't want to be here. The Bane Knights are better than that.
Oh, ma'am, that's not the concern I'm having. And
Then what's the concern? Speak plainly.
As far, like I said, as far down in the cadet branch as I am, as the Corinthian military is pretty much it is the path that gives me a future, and I'm proud to be here and want to continue being here. That I wasn't trying to imply otherwise. I just want advice and, well, how do I not how do I get out of here, but how do I progress up the ranks to become someone more like yourself or Captain Furia or etc. How do I continue kind of like up the path, kind of like Thalen just accomplished.
Thalen's been working at it for a while. To go up in the ranks, your birthright doesn't matter. Your merits do. And so you will need to put in the work like you mean it to go up the ranks. Now, Knight is within your reach. You are a mage. You need to get certified. Once you're certified, you can become a knight. And Furia will be happy to give you that, I'm sure, once you have that paperwork. And you also happen to be a mage, correct me if I'm wrong, and I know this is true because Morris told me as much. You're a mage not by your own natural powers, but they're gifted to you by a deity, correct?
Well, so some of my powers are natural, but most of them are gifted, yes.
Right. So as far as the magic is concerned, that will not be a pure means forward, because when you disclose to the Academy what is going on with that, they will say, well, we can't rely on the fickleness of deities, and you can agree with that. They can be fickle, and that one can take your power away from you at any point should you displease them. So what we can rely on is intelligence and acumen, understanding. He was very crass when he said it, when he called you a nun. But what part of that is untrue? You need to prove him wrong, get an education, and then come back with that, and Furia will have no choice but to make you a knight.
So if I understand correctly, I need to really lean on the innate part of my magic, and you say I need to get certified. How does one go about that?
There are two paths before you for that. You can either become a combat knight, or you can become a command knight. You cannot become a mage knight because of the imbalance between your natural power and your divine power. It leaves too much in question. Now, I'm saying that as a you cannot, but they would let you apply and they would let you fail. So don't even bother trying that angle. Go for either combat knight or command. One of the two.
What's the difference between the two, ma'am?
Well, in one case, you will be going to a combat school and you'll be learning more of what we went through in Hellcorth. You will be fighting, you will be learning survival tactics, you'll be learning combat tactics for all kinds of environments, how to fight on your own, how to fight like Furia. No one can fight like Furia. But how to come kind of close, right? Once you're over their hurdles, which you should pass fairly quickly given your experience, they'll certify you and you'll receive your rank and you'll get inducted into the order formally.
And if I go for command knight, assumedly it's like tactics and things of that sort.
It's a lot of book learning for about 3 to 4 years. Whatever education you were given at home, because you said you're very far down the line of your family.
Yeah.
You probably weren't sent to the academy then. In which case, this would be about 4-ish years of academics to get certified. You'd have to get good grades and do well in your courses. So those are your options.
Okay. And she will thank the major and wish her safe travels and a safe return. Look forward to her return and all of those nice things. And probably take a little bit of time, let other people have a lot of screen time here while she ponders which of these two is more likely something that she is interested in and all of that stuff. Before going and talking to Furia later on in the episode.
Okay, so let's go ahead and skip along to either Cinder or Amelia. Who would like to go first of the two of you?
You can go either or. Amelia, you want to go?
Sure. Well, first off, Amelia is going to look for either a Cheyenne snack or a Cheyenne drink.
Okay. Yeah. You going into town for that?
That is the plan.
Okay. So you go into town. Sorry, my brain stopped. You probably said go into town looking for this, and my brain stopped at some point in your request, and all I heard was Cheyenne drink, Cheyenne snack. So
yeah, looking for it.
Yeah,
I never specified the location.
Okay, so you go into Hillsfar. Quaint town, small, No, nothing so big as like Sarath, for example, or Morath. Definitely not as big as Fordath for certain. A little smaller than any of the jeweled cities. So smaller than the cities that you're from back home, back in Shire. No wall to speak of. It's open and sits on 3 roads and a river. It is a little sleepy, but it's crawling with, troops now. The number of people here, because of the base, has far outnumbered the people that are naturally here in town, that have just been living here for generations. Go ahead and give me an investigation check for your search. You find a street vendor who kind of, as you're looking through the market, looking for something to snack on, something that you're familiar with, like dates or, something like a barley bar or something like that. Gentleman kind of waves you over. Do you approach?
I approach, yes.
As you get closer, he goes, "Oh, wait a minute. I thought... Never mind. Are you looking for something your people like to eat?"
I do, yes.
There's a young girl who would visit Hillsfar from time to time a while back. She looked kind of like you. Don't mean to be generalizing, but same kind of skin tone, same kind of hair. So we got some stuff that is kind of close. Again, not the same. But if you want it, we got it for you.
I'll take it.
Okay. He shows you some dried out raisins and other dried out fruits, sort of similar in texture and that sort of thing to what you were used to back home. It's close enough in the texture kind of way, not exactly flavor, but it's close enough. He says, "So are you also from Shire, or were you born here?"
I am Cheyenne-born.
Oh. So is she. Sweet kid. Come down off to the northeast there. He points towards the lake. On the other side of the lake, there's a mountain by itself. There's a monastery up there. A bunch of old Cheyenne men run the place. But she said she lived there. She'd come down every once in a while and, get in trouble with the boys around and the kids around. Just run little schemes and get into little fights and that sort of thing. That was years ago. I wonder what happened to her.
She looks a little bit in the direction of the mountain.
Mhm.
But a half mile. I wish. Unfortunately, we still have a war to win.
I guess we do. You're one of those people that came out of the portal, right?
Yeah. Good thing we survived.
He goes, "Well, that's more than a lot of people could claim." You sticking around here in Hillsfar for a while?
Yeah, waiting for my next assignment.
Okay. Well, while you're here, I'll have more of that for you. But you're paying next time. So, bring money.
I mean, I have some on me. How much?
Yeah, but I don't want it today because it was my mistake thinking that you were her, so...
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I insist.
Okay.
And you have successfully secured some dried fruit for yourself.
Next internal mission, go bother Furia with it.
Okay. Let's see. We have 3 people bothering Furia next. Let's see if we can make it 4.
Oh, just wait.
Danny, what's Cinder up to?
Yeah, so I was thinking that Cinder's life goal would be to become kind of infatuated with bureaucracy, and he wants to be Furia's secretary.
Okay.
Like, he wants to be Furia's bucket.
I see. Well, before you get started with that business, Cara Dullahan comes and finds you.
Yeah.
Cinder.
Yeah.
So you remember what we promised?
No.
Okay. We were going to go into town. We were going to see how regular people lived. You remember that?
Vaguely?
Yeah, we did that. Put some decent clothes on. Some normal-ass clothes on.
Normal-ass clothes? I'm wearing normal clothes. He's wearing nothing.
Oh. Are you... Okay. I don't know if this is appropriate or not. I guess we can... Do you feel exposed? Do you feel weird walking around like that?
Oh, yeah, I should have my tabard on. Hold on. He'll go put his tabard on.
Okay. You step out with your tabard on, and she goes, "That's weirder. I feel like that's a little weirder. Let's see if we can get you just a jacket or something in town. Come on." She leads you out of the camp and into town. And she's got on like a medium length kind of skirt and just regular like button down shirt, long sleeves, and it's hot out, so they're rolled up. And her guns are kind of on display from artillery handling. And she's like, "It feels nice to be in regular clothes again."
I know, it feels nice to be out of regular clothes again.
I guess with all that fur, it's very hot wearing clothes, huh?
Yes.
I see. Okay. Well, I guess that's what you tell people when they, accuse you of just wandering around with their clothes on. I mean, it's not really, no one will be offended. They'll just wonder if you're loony. So.
Well, no one's complained yet.
No, we wear this kind of stuff to keep like bugs and the sun off of us, but if your fur's doing the job, then...
Right?
Yeah, I guess so. Alright. So she wanders with you into town, and she gestures broadly at the town. So this is a regular town. Look at this. Look, there's a market over there. There's Amelia buying something from that stand. That's normal. Those people are selling stuff. That's normal. There's a guy over there spitting into a bucket. That's normal. There's a horse taking a shit in the middle of the street. Unfortunately, that's normal. there's all kinds.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on here. Well, people live in their houses. They got jobs. They go to work every day. You know, there's that looks like a tavern over there. We could get a drink there. We could get a meal there. I think that's also where the commander's staying.
You know, I've never really fit into these places.
There a reason?
He's going to kind of give her a flat look.
Okay. What does that fucking look mean? Why are you looking at me in that tone of voice? What's that mean?
Seriously?
Yeah. Put words to it so I can help solve it. Do you want it solved or do you not want it solved?
I don't know if it can be solved.
Okay, well, let me put it to you this way. You just got out of a really gnarly battle. So did I. We both escaped a really gnarly battle with our lives. We're in one piece. Probably means we might live through the whole war.
I never actually thought about that, I suppose.
So when the war is over, what are you doing with your life, man?
Well, more war, I suppose.
There isn't any more war when the war is over. We don't go and conquer people. That's not a thing we do.
Well, I mean, what makes you think the war's going to be over?
Well, it's either the war ends in our favor or we're all dead. Those are kind of the options.
So I got like 50-50.
Yeah. Yeah, you got 50-50. Either we're all dead and nobody cares about anything anymore, or the war's over, we lived through it, and we have to think about a future after the war.
I mean, this is kind of all I've ever known here.
Well, let's go and experience something else. And she puts her hand out for you to hold.
Cinder will kind of just hesitantly reach out and hold her hand.
Okay, she goes, all right, so this is so I don't lose you. Because someone didn't respect that we're hanging out together. And then tries to take you. Okay? You're very fluffy and cute. I don't want you to get kidnapped.
Cinder will nod along.
So she takes you to the tavern. She walks in with you. Let's go over your hand once you guys are inside. And she selects a table. Sits down at the table. And she orders herself a drink. And you a drink. The barmaid comes over. After delivering your drinks, both of them are just your regular pilsners. She says, "So you're a little weird little furry guy, huh?"
And you're a very plump, large lady.
Okay, if we're telling it how it is, yeah, I deserve that. Okay. This world keeps getting weirder every day. Do you have any diet? Like, is there something? If we feed you the stuff people normally eat, are you gonna throw up on us?
Depends. You a bad cook?
Wow. Damn. Okay. One daily coming up, and she walks away.
I can't handle that of all of us, Cinder is the one on a date, and that this is how it's going.
Kara goes, "Yep, yeah, this is good. This is perfect. See, you're getting along just fine. She didn't try to kill you. Right?
Really? Last time I went out and about to a bar, I got sprayed with water.
But she didn't spray you with water.
I know, this is going so much better.
Right. See? There you go. Maybe your problem last time was there was no one around that you needed to behave for.
Maybe.
Like, would you have done whatever you did to get sprayed with water if the Major was watching?
Well, probably not.
Right. And what about if the Commander was watching?
Definitely not.
Okay. And what about if Furios was watching? The captain was watching. We get some getting used to calling her captain.
That one's possible.
She does have a little bit of like a rebel streak in her, doesn't she?
Yes.
A little bit. I think she would find it funny, but then would have to scold you for it later, Or opposite, scold you in front of everybody, but then, to your face later, be like, hey, that was really funny. Just, I don't know.
Most definitely.
So I guess then when you're in places like this, or places like in public, around people, just behave the way that you would want, the Commander would want you to. Like she's watching you.
Like she's always watching me?
No, just when you're in public. Be yourself when she's not watching you. Or when you're not in public. Sometimes when we're out and about and we're with others, we have to kind of like, behave within a certain series of norms. I like killing things. I really do. It's very enjoyable to kill things with a ballista all the way far away. Just watch them explode, or watch the bolt hit a really big guy and it falls over dead, and it's just choice. It's wonderful. I love that. Can't go telling regular ass people that I love killing things. That will weird them out.
No, it won't. That's perfectly normal.
It'll weird them out.
No.
Yeah.
No. Anyone would be lucky to hear you describe how someone explodes whenever they get hit with a ballista bolt.
She nods and says, I would want that to be true, but I know it's not. That's what I mean when I'm saying, like, there's some things you just can't talk about in front of people, and there's some stuff you just can't do in front of people. So, just pretend the Major's watching when you're out in public. Or the
I'd rather
Commander.
just hang around the people I could talk to.
Yeah. But like I said, the war's going to end at one point. And then what does the Dagling Cinder do with his life?
I mean, I wasn't thinking about all that until very recently. Now I'm thinking I underplanned.
Underplanned your life? Underplanned your future?
Well, I mean, in all seriousness, I don't really know how long I'm going to live.
Oh, that's right. You could live a long time.
I could.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm immortal.
That would be concerning.
I mean, maybe.
Now think about it. Let's say you are immortal, just as a thought experiment, Cinder. I'm not that old. Okay. So, let's say in 60 years, I'll probably have, if we live through the war, she says, taking a sip of her beer, and then she goes, if we live through the war, in 60 years, I'll probably be already dead. I'll probably already have died.
No.
I'd be in my 80s if I lived in 60 years.
That's not that old.
I'd be an old ass woman. I'd be older than that lady who's coming right now with our food.
Yeah, she's got another years in her.
You have no idea how long humans live, do you?
No clue whatsoever.
Okay, I'm in my 20s. I'm in my early 20s. Okay. And we live about 80 years. Sometimes. More like 60 if we've got problems. So, I've got maybe another 40, hopefully another 60 in me.
Well, I'll be around. Maybe.
Maybe. But my point is, what I was trying to say, and the plates arrive, and it's just like a sandwich. It's got some lettuce, some tomato. There's like some kind of bacon on it. And there's kind of like a pretzel bun going on there. There's a side of like pink chips. And that's it. That's what's on the plate.
Cinder just start digging in.
Mm-hmm. She goes, my point is, in 60 years, pretty much everybody you know will be dead. Everybody you know right now, pretty much. Except like a Nixian, for example. He'll probably still be alive because he's not alive. So.
Well, everyone should just be like him.
I think that would get out of hand very fast.
Why?
I don't know. It's a big existential question. I don't like it. I feel like we should die. What was done to him is probably expensive. Doesn't feel right, is the thing.
I don't want you to die, though.
I know. I don't want you to die either. I don't want anybody to die. But some of us, most of us, all of us have to.
Doesn't sound like it.
No. Some of us get exceptions, like Inixium, for example.
All right, let's just do that.
Like I said, it's probably expensive, and I don't want to live like that. That guy doesn't get to eat. That guy can't sleep.
Maybe he just needs to try harder.
You go tell Inixian he needs to try harder at falling asleep. See what kind of non-expression you get out of his helmet.
That's fair. You know, one time I watched him just stare at a wall for like hours.
Sounds boring.
I wouldn't know. I tried sitting there with him for a bit, but eventually I just left.
Well, obviously he stopped staring at some point because he fought with us in the battle, right?
Yes, but before that, just deadpan.
Just dedication, I guess. That or head empty, no thoughts. Don't think I want to live like that either.
That's probably a good point.
What if he's full of bugs?
Not even the good ones.
Can't be the good ones.
No, can't be. What if you hit him with a ballista bolt?
Oh. No, we can't talk about that. We can't. Too tempting. Too tempting to try it.
Cinder's gonna chow down on his burger.
When you guys are done, Kara pays for the meal and begins to leave. Well, Cinder, I have duty to get back to. I gotta change and I gotta get back to drills. So if you want to stick around in town, feel free, but act like the major or the commander's watching you. You're, of course, welcome to come with me, but you know where I'm going, so.
I think I will.
Come with me? Or stick around? Be specific.
Go with you.
Okay. So she goes back to camp with you.
Yeah, Cinder will tag along.
All right. Who would like to bother Furia first?
Thalen can.
All right, Phelan, you find Furia's tent.
Yeah, he's gonna show up in his new uniform. And I don't know. I guess she's got a spot to knock.
Not really. You kind of wiggle the flap of the tent. Does come in. And as you enter, she goes, "Oh, good. The major found you. Gave you your stuff. Great. There's something you wanted."
Sorry, my mic was fighting me. Captain. And I don't know if there's another spot that's sitting here or if it's just.
There is.
I guess he'll just stay.
There's a couple of chairs on the opposite side of her desk. She gestures for you to sit in one.
He will. Thalen's gonna. I think after a beat passes, he's gonna say, obviously, with the major gone, I want to be however helpful I can be, since we're down with the commander in bed rest, and with the major not with us currently. I imagine you're pretty swamped with bureaucracy right now. Of course, any of that I can help with.
She gestures to all of the paperwork around her. No! Oh no, help me. I'm drowning.
Then he's going to turn a little bit more serious, and he's going to say, I also wanted to talk to you after I got a sense of what you wanted my help with in the short term about the liabilities that are coming with me.
Okay, what liabilities are coming with you?
I don't know if the major talked with you about it at all, but one of the reasons why, and he pauses for a second, one of the reasons why I'm on the outs with the rest of the Karligers, with my father, is because I gotta look up the last name again. I just had it. Oh, I killed a Halwurst in a duel.
Ooh.
And not just a Halwurst. I killed their named heir.
Ah. Yikes.
And I felt the need to mention that, obviously, that it is a liability. It may come with some expectation in the future. Of course, my military service comes before that, but...
I'm glad I'm not going to be in the dark about it. I guess the major had held that in confidence because she hasn't told me about it, so you were right to trust her.
Well, I appreciate that she didn't tell anyone else, and I also appreciate her help in both training and, I assume, putting me up for this promotion. But I feel the need that you and the commander should know ahead of time.
Well, you already passed your exams forever ago, and this whole debacle probably was the reason why you didn't get selected. So, it was probably due, and then some. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna put you to work with a lot of this paperwork because it's not really my forte. So, yeah.
And I'll be more than happy to help with it, of course. The other thing I wanted to mention, I am going to write a letter to my father
Okay.
both to let him know that I'm alive,
Sure. As one does.
and I expect that he may summon me after that.
Okay. Do you want to go or do you want to not go?
I think I should go. So I'll need to request whatever leave I need for however long that short trip to Carlega Rock takes.
Okay. Well, I don't suppose while our headquarters is being built, we will be put on the front line at any time soon, and we also have recruiting to do and all of that. So if this leave is sooner rather than later, that'd be better for us. Because we would like to have you when we become active again.
I suppose it'd be more a question for the commander than whether or not you'd like to think about it, but is there anything you want me to ask the Duke?
There's nothing appropriate for me to ask the Duke.
I suppose that's true.
He may offer his help, but we are not to ask for his help. Only his cooperation in travel through his land, the occasional hospitality. He has rights. It's his land.
Keep it in mind. Well, with that out of the way, which pile do you want me to start on?
That one. And while Phelan is getting started on a new pile of paperwork, I would like the remaining 3 of you to roll a d6, and whoever gets higher comes to bother Furia next.
Boop.
So it looks like Amelia, you arrive next. Amelia, you arrive at her tent. Thalen is already working on some paperwork.
Knock knock.
You can just walk in. It's not like there's a door there.
That's why I said knock knock.
Yeah, well, it's weird. I don't know. What do you want? What's up? What's going on?
I got you something.
Ooh, what's this?
I approach her and hand her the dried fruits.
Oh, it's that couple down in the market square, right? That middle-aged man. He's a little portly. He's a little gruff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to go and get this from them all the time years ago.
I got it for you now.
Well, I appreciate it. I really do. They don't quite... It's not the same kind of fruit, so it's not quite the same, is it?
No, that what he said also.
That's true, though.
But it's close enough, I think.
Yeah. It's enough to remind me of home, of the sand. I assume we're having this conversation in Cheyenne. Since it's personal between them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, Thalen, you're just getting a rapid, sort of Egyptian-like language going back and forth between these two women. You're
Can I take a... Do I see the dried fruit get exchanged, though?
Yeah, you see that. But you don't...
Oh, you better believe that gets noted.
You don't understand a word that they're saying to each other, though.
On some strip of parchment, the note "Captain likes dried fruit" does get scrawled.
Right. She goes, Have you ever had that scorpion venom that the old men in town would drink? would get distilled with, I think, dates or something.
Yeah, I once took a sip. I didn't like it.
My father used to drink it all the time, and my brother, Saif, would steal a bottle of his now and then. And Saif was like 4 years older than me. We would sit in the cellar where it was nice and cold, you know, in the middle of the night, and we would get so drunk on it, and I shouldn't have been drinking at all. I was a child, but it was our thing that we would do together every once in a while. And then I would be asleep. I would wake up the next day in my bed, so sluggish and tired. My dad would be cross with Saif. How could you drink that whole bottle by yourself? What did you do with it? Where's the empty? You know, those sorts of questions. And Saif would say, I don't know what happened to it. It seems that the river crocodiles drank it. We didn't live that close to the river for the crocodiles to be a problem, but...
Only for the alcohol.
Mm-hmm. They don't have anything like that here. But... that sort of thing wouldn't be, missed too much. It could be helped. Of course, I don't know where one would get it. But there are some things we should just hang on to before all of this Corinthianness sort of overwrites everything, you know? The little pieces that remind us of who we are.
The little pieces from where we came from.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, I suppose that old couple talked to you about the mountain. Bullgrath in the northeast, on the other side of the lake.
Yeah, about the monastery up there.
Right. The men who rescued me and raised me after Alamazi fell live there. Those that are still alive. Should probably go and visit. They'd probably like to see another one of us. So would you be willing to come with me when I do go and visit?
I would love to.
Wonderful. Now, before we freak out Thalen anymore, let's switch back to something that he can understand.
Yeah, that sounds like a smart idea.
Now, if you're going to linger much longer in my tent, Amelia, I'm going to put you to work. So do you want paperwork, or do you want to wander off?
Thalen does look up.
I can use some extra training with my arm. So just give me some paperwork.
Okay. Here, and she hands off the other stack that's on her desk. So now she has no paperwork, and you both have all of
it. You just moved up like a reputation stage with Thalen.
And yeah, Amelia's just going to do some paperwork.
Okay, let's flip a coin for Cinder and Justine. Who would like to be heads and who would like to be tails?
I'll do heads.
Alright, Cinder is heads, which means Justine is tails. And heads it is. Cinder, you arrive in Vera's tent at this point. As you walk in, she goes, Cinder, where the hell are the rest of your clothes?
I'm washing them.
Okay, that's a good answer. Can I help you with something?
It's actually what I can do for you.
Ooh. Okay.
I will be your new bucket.
Okay.
Anywhere you go, I will be there.
Uh-huh.
This paperwork, and he'll slide the paperwork off the desk. I got it for you.
That was the completed pile.
See? I'm already there.
Okay. Do you know where any of that goes?
Yeah, no, yes?
Okay. Well, we have to divide some of it between what gets mailed out and what doesn't get mailed out. Okay.
I got you.
Okay. So we're gonna divide these out by what's getting mailed and what's not getting mailed, and then you will lick the envelopes so that they can get mailed. Huh?
Done.
Great.
And then retroactively, I want Cinder to be in the background the entire time, not actually doing anything.
Right. Great. So she is now just sorting her completed pile right now, waiting for it to be done so she can use you as an envelope licker.
The longest tongue.
Yeah, that's the idea. Was there anything else you wanted to talk to her about?
Not really.
Okay.
He'll be in the background, like continually, like pretending to like write down notes and like jot down like agenda items.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't actually know how to write.
Right. So is it just doodles?
Yeah, it's just doodles.
Okay. After a few minutes, Furia does notice that you're writing something, and she says to you, sort of surprised, Cinder, I didn't know you were literate. She looks at
I am not.
Oh. What do you have there then?
Well, he'll kind of look down at his doodle, and then he'll look over at the desk, and then. Can I ask you a question?
Uh-huh.
What are you going to do after the war and you not die?
What am I going to do once the war is over and I haven't died? Well, I guess for me, it would be decide whether or not I want to return to Shia. That would be the first thing, I think.
What if you weren't from Shia?
What if I wasn't from Shia? I guess help rebuild, I suppose? Or maybe start a family? Maybe both?
Huh.
I mean, I'm a captain now, so I'm getting paid an incredible amount of money. I'm gonna be wealthy, so I could probably own some land somewhere, and maybe be maybe a minor noble at that point, and I could probably, like, afford some retainers and that sort of thing. And she's fully like leaning back in her chair with her boots up on her desk, like kind of engaging in the fantasy right now, and saying to herself, I could hire some servants and some help, maybe some farmers to do all the labor around the property. And
That sounds nice.
and then maybe start a family, have some kids.
everyone's been going about what they're going to do, and I only know how to kill things.
Oh. Well, you did just say that you don't know how to read and write. So why don't we start there? Because if you can read and write, you can learn all kinds of things and do all kinds of things.
I mean, I learned the basics.
Basics of reading and writing.
But it was less important and more important in combat training.
Yeah. But you're not a tool.
And I honestly didn't expect to live. And now everyone in our group is splitting apart.
They're all staying. She gestures to Thalen and Amelia. These two have so much paperwork to do.
Yeah, but I can't do paperwork.
Well, you're going to learn how to read and write. That's going to be... We're going to add that to your standing orders. How about that? Be on top of the bathing thing, which I think you need a bath. It's been a minute since you've had your last one.
That's where all my clothes are.
I see. Well, we're going to add daily literacy lessons for you. So you can catch up. You've grown a lot as a soldier and as a warrior, and I'm proud of you for that. But now we need to grow the warrior mind. Kind of like gestures with their hands. The warrior mind has been underfed, Cinder. You need to feed it with knowledge. And the way to do that is with literacy.
Well, I figured I could do that, and I could drill all of the soldiers so that they don't die.
It's a good idea. You famously did not die in that last battle.
I know. And maybe I'll become a captain or a bartender or a ballista operator, or I'll get married and have kids.
She kind of looks a little put upon for a second there and goes, Cinder, is that a thing you can do? Can you have kids?
I don't know. I've never tried.
Oh. We should find... Never mind, that's weird, isn't it? She looks at the rest of the tent. We shouldn't do that, should we? Shouldn't find him a girlfriend, huh?
I already have.
You what? Come run that by me again, Cinder. You already have a girlfriend?
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. Oh boy. Oh, I can only imagine. Is she like you?
Oh no.
Okay. Does she know that she's your girlfriend?
Not yet.
Ah. Okay.
Baseball.
From my understanding, I must first find her brother, and then trade sisters with him.
What? Where did you get that idea?
That's what the other recruits were talking about whenever we were training in the dome.
Oh, you talked to Ike and Jack, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, Ike and Jack... You don't have to do what Ike and Jack did.
Well then... Well, he'll just make it confusing. And how am I supposed to get Toby set up with anybody now?
Okay, so you like Toby's sister?
No.
Oh. Who... She's clearly confused. Who... How does Toby play into this, then?
Well, I trade him off.
Oh, because he's your brother. Right.
Right.
You trade him off to someone's sister?
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's not at all how it works.
Uh,
I mean, I guess you could arrange it that way if you really wanted to. I just think that, and she kind of looks broadly at Amelia and Thalen at this point. And goes, I think just like Ike and Jack come from the same village and they happen to know each other and their sisters respectively already, and they were already engaged when the war came around.
I
Yeah, I
Be
don't.
so complicated.
I don't have any input here. He's basically describing the nobility.
Okay, who is your girlfriend, Cinder, that doesn't know she's your girlfriend?
Well, that's a secret.
How's that a secret? How? She's got to know. You got to tell her so that she can either accept it or deny it, right?
Well, first I become captain.
Okay. And
Then
you ask her?
Then I ask her.
Okay. To be your girlfriend, not to have
Yep.
kids with you, right?
Well, you probably have to do. I mean, could you do the other way around?
Oh, you shouldn't. Shouldn't ask someone to have your children before you get to know them and become committed to each other in some fashion, you know? It's messy because otherwise there's, your family gets complicated and difficult to keep track of. You know?
Yes.
So,
Step 1, become captain.
okay.
Step 2, become literate. Step
No.
3,
You gotta become literate first. You can't become captain first.
Step 1, literacy. Step
Right.
2, captain. Step 3, girlfriend. Step 4, kids.
Okay. Well, that's a trajectory. That's a plan. Cinder, I'm happy for you for this plan. Are you sure you're not going to tell me who your girlfriend is? Okay. Well, I tried. That could have been some
I'd be
juicy.
your shadow until I get all of that.
Okay. That could have been.
Stick to you, blue.
Hmm,
I will lick every envelope.
Okay. I'll count on you for that.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
This paperwork right here, and he'll sweep off another stack of paperwork. Done.
Okay. No, give that back to Thalen.
He'll pick it up off the floor, all out of order, all messy, and just hand it to Thalen.
Oh, jeez.
That's... Oh man, it is impossible to look farther down his nose.
I believe Justine will walk in at this point. Oh, good. My tent has grown ever more crowded.
It's like a moment of your time, Captain, ma'am.
Of course, I have nothing but time, I suppose.
Oh, that's better than nothing but a swarm of demons attacking our camp. So, I mean, the time is preferable here, I would assume.
You have a way of putting things. What can I do for you?
Well, I've been weighing over the developments from the end of our stay there in Hellsworth.
Hmm,
Or Hellcorth. Well, if I can say it right, not accidentally mix Hellcorth and Hellsworth together in the same word in some strange bastard city. In Hellcorth. And realized that I've found myself in a bit of a predicament.
hmm.
I am hoping you might be able to give me some advice. I spoke to the major before she left about it, and she gave me some insight into what options may be open to me.
Okay.
But ultimately, She said, "You're the person that is likely to be able to help me make heads or tails of things."
Are you also looking for a wife?
She'll kind of smile at Cinder and go, "Well, in the future, that entirely might be a pleasant thing in the future to find a girlfriend and a wife and then settle down and maybe adopt some children or etc. That might be a nice thing, but that's somewhere far in the future, I would assume."
There are going to be so many orphans. Furia says nonchalantly.
Yeah, above table, just kind of like trying to avoid the internal laugh and internal smile of Cinder and kind of implying that same-sex couples are quite the norm in Valgast. Yeah, it's okay. So, yeah, well, actually, as I know we've discussed before, I found myself in the military because even though I am from one of the noble houses, being from one of the cadet branches, being far removed from any actual future through my birth, that really
right.
my path to becoming somebody or making something of myself is clearly didn't easily lie within my family line. And
right. I'm
so,
familiar with your overall story there, Justine. You've
yeah,
told it to me
and
before.
I gladly joined the military here.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud to be serving and protecting the people of my country.
I feel like you're about to sell me a horse.
Now, according to the major, my two possible paths to advancement here
Left and
are
right.
either like say a command mage or I'll see what the other was a combat mage, right? Because they
Yes.
may so I end up in the knightly order, and those were the two likely choices that were available. Now, she also pointed out that given that most of my power is
Borrowed.
gifted by, yes, borrowed, yes, for lack of a better term, and only some of my power is inborn, that I really should rely on the inborn portion of my power.
Right.
However, the inborn portion of my power is likely to, like it or not, toss me into direct conflict with the neighbors of the duchy I'm from back home.
I see. So
Given that I'm of the somewhat natural born druidic bent, and I'm not a Farlota.
Yikes. Sounds like you are in a little bit of trouble.
And so I'm interested in trying to find what's my path for advancement here. But unfortunately, any path for advancement then that I could see, given based upon what the major spelled out as my likely options, both of them run into fairly sizable obstacles.
Oh no.
Or the same fairly sizable obstacle, namely the Farlota family.
Oh no. Oh dear. Oh no.
And so I'm trying to figure out what's my best path forward. How may I best continue advancing myself and my station, and B, continue serving my country. But given that the two paths that would be available to me are both have a roadblock with wanted, almost like having wanted posters along it. Wanted. Have you seen this druid?
You have a singular and unique problem that is not at all that huge of a problem, I think. As far as obstacles are concerned, I think there are harder obstacles. If you could. This is just an idea. You could ask them or earn their favor and have a blessing to pursue your arts. I'm sure they do it occasionally where someone's got inborn powers that are like their own that they probably, I'm not certain for sure, but they probably, don't punish them just for existing. I think they don't like the idea of it spreading. I don't think they like the idea of other people teaching it or propagating it, to borrow a plant term. So,
Now, would she know? Would Justine know or have enough history knowledge to know that there is a somewhat of a precedent in the 14th Bane Knights for non-Farlodan druids?
yeah, you can make a history check if you'd like.
Okay, so history check. Let's do that because we do know of at least one example, or out of character. We do know of at least one character who also had this problem.
Yeah.
Once upon a time. And so a history check, which he's not great at, but
you natural 20'd it.
Okay.
So yes, Justine is aware of Ben.
Okay, and I know that Ben went off for the study and this, that, and the other, right?
Yeah.
And probably run into still issues with Carlota.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So it sounds like then to ease my path forward, that if I could somehow, then I need to speak with the Farlota family and attempt to figure out how I might gain their favor, so then they might not be a continued roadblock in my career advancement.
See, you got there. It's very much different than some of the obstacles that other people have had to overcome, like a giant river full of crocodiles, for example, and that sort of thing. So, not nearly as insurmountable as you thought. You could go west and visit your family, and at the same time talk to the Farlota and see if they'd be okay with it.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. So then, given that you're our current CEO, ma'am, how do I go about requisitioning the time off to or the R&R to go do that?
Well, if it's for the benefit of the unit, and I can see how having a better trained you and a you with certification would be helpful, I can authorize that time away.
And I will definitely put in as many good words for the 14th as I can among the youth back in the Liata Duchy and etc. and along the way to see if I can also work on improving our ranks, given how the losses that we took overall in Helcorth.
Wonderful. How serendipitous. We could use a recruiting effort out west. Wonderful for you to volunteer for that. What I'll need from you then is to keep a journal of not only the work you're doing to, improve yourself for the benefit of the order, but also of anyone in particular that you may happen to recruit to our cause. So.
And she will thank the captain and okay. And when would you recommend is a good time to head west? And am I most likely going to have to make that trip cross country, or Or am I? Or can we make use of our scant access to the teleport circle network to make that journey less dangerous?
Well, the teleporter that we used to get here blew up because Morris didn't want anyone following us here.
I'm assuming we have one to forward us, or was in the process of having one to forward us, right?
Yeah, he blew that up. That was the one.
To forward us?
Yep, and we blew it up because that was the one
Oh.
they were using, and it blew up.
Okay. So there is no teleporter out here. Okay, so
Yeah.
I need to travel cross country then. Okay.
Yes, everything got immediately harder when we showed up. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that how it usually goes? So yeah. You'll have to either walk, or if you can afford a horse, but we can't give you a horse. We are using them all. We have a classical build, so
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So she'll go and look and see. So after talking with Furia, she will go and try to find out if what's the going rate around town for horses, and if it is horses plus supplies for however long the journey likely is across Kruith from here to
Ackelberg.
and I forget what city I'm going to. Yeah,
You're going to Ackelberg.
Ackelberg.
So yeah, stop at Crosswater, stop at Morith, stop at Farlota, Ackelberg. So it's 4 stops.
Oh, do I need to go to Ackelberg, or do I need to actually go as far as the actual Lieta up here?
If you're going to Lieta all the way, then it's you stop at Ackelberg, then go to Lieta. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure where her particular cadet branch where they are at. Are they in where along the Lieta Duchy that they live?
Can't hurt to go to the main family. So
okay. And that way I can then ask them how might I approach the Farlota to sort out the problem. So yeah, so I plan on going as far as the main family then.
Okay. So you can rent a horse for a period of time if you'd like. That would generally be cheaper.
So I'm not sure how much coin I have even.
You should check.
I'm checking right now. I have come on, I can't look at my backpack. Actually, okay, I've been doing a horrible job with coin. I have all of 2 gold, so I guess I am lucky. No, I have 3. No, hold on. I have 372 gold. Okay.
Okay, that's better. That's much
better.
I
have like 3. I have 370 gold in coin. So
okay, it's much better.
yeah, it's like wait a sec. I think that's right. It's a separate line. It's off on the side. The number at the top is the value of the item. Duh, Foundry.
Okay. So you could probably rent a horse. Let's see here. Sorry, it's the war. Didn't think I'd have to sell a horse today.
And she'll keep an ear out around town here to see if there's any groups of people that seem like that they're heading west. So that way she's hopefully not having to travel by herself. That she can kind of like follow along or kind of say, "Hey, you're going that way. Well, hey, I'm going that way too. Can we travel together?" Kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And her best JRPG. Let me find a party to travel with routine.
Right, yeah. It's just post up at the local tavern and be like, hey, are you going west? A horse, regular draft horse with a wartime surcharge tacked on would be like 60 gold.
Okay, well, she can afford that. And then about how much is it going to cost her for supplies?
So if she travels by herself, she's going to be able to take some liberties with time and travel. So you can cover that at a later point.
Okay, I'm trained in survival, so assumably I could do at least some hunting for myself.
Yeah, you can do some hunting and foraging for yourself. So
Yeah. So I don't have to spend a horrible amount on supplies, but
right, yeah,
just enough to and just to find people, hopefully to find people to travel along with. So it's like it's a little bit safer than woman on her own on horseback traveling across the width of Ruin kind of thing.
yeah. So we can figure out the supplies at a later point.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, we figure out that later. But I think that's she'll look across the room to Amelia and Balon, and so like Salem, from what I heard earlier, you're staying. Amelia, what's the future hold for you?
Unsure. I'm just going to wait for my next assignment here.
Here he goes. What do you mean unsure? You're stuck here. You work for me. You're stuck here. You're staying here. You don't have a choice.
Or that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuck here, make things better, don't have choice.
That's right.
She'll kind of grin at Fury and kind of give her a thumbs up. You already have the hang of this captain thing.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing, clearly, she says. She pulls a book out of the desk. She says, this was somebody's desk. I think this was... this wasn't Captain Jezebel's desk. Somebody's. But they've got some interesting tastes in literature. She opens a novel, and the title on the front is of Bodices and Bustiers, and she goes, I guess start at page 1.
Is that the D4 book?
No.
Okay, good.
I
was like, does she take the D4? Like,
me again.
It's Raven's D4 book though.
No, Bodices and Bustiers is not Raven's D4 book. No. The D4 book that Raven had to deal with was called Sam's Wild Adventure.
oh,
Bodices and Bustiers is a classic gripping romance novel. It's 147 pages of intense erotic romance, penned by the late great Amelia Eberhardt. So she starts reading. She's on page 1. She goes, "Oh, this doesn't seem like it's going to be too bad."
Well, I will leave you to your literature, ma'am, and go about what needs to be done. Are there any things that you would like me to take care of around camp or around here, or any things that need to be delivered as far as correspondence or anything of that sort? As I head west, anything I can, any other ways I can be of assistance while I'm on my journey?
Yeah, we're going to have a load of mail for you to carry between all points between here and your destination. So stick around for a little bit. We'll have someone send her. Once you're going to go around camp and collect the mail that people are sending out. Okay, you're not going to read any of it.
Gotcha.
Okay, you can't read any of it yet, but you're not going to open any of it. Okay, once you have all of the mail that's leaving this camp, you're going to go with Justine into Hillsfar. You're going to gather all of their mail, and then you're going to give all that to Justine, and she's going to take it west. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. Get to it.
As that, assumedly, some of that mail I will have to hand off and more for things that are going to points north.
Yes. Yes, you've officially become a courier for now. In fact, I'm going to list you as a courier, and until you get to Leata, and then from there you're going to be a recruiter until you return here in our roles. That way, you will be able to request pay when you're in Ackelberg. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not planning on setting out till after I have the extremely hard-rated traumatic experience with Morris to get my eye fitted.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Good luck. A week later, just screams out of Morris's tent. Haven't even started yet.
Well. Hopefully, she has downed enough alcohol beforehand, so it's kind of null some of the senses, so that way it's not as horrible as it could be.
Yeah. Well, let's see how horrible it winds up being. Shall we? Let me see here. What does he have as far as medicine is concerned? Oh boy. Okay. He gets a +1. He rolled a 10. After the surgery, you're blasted. You're blasted, right now. After the surgery, he goes, good enough for army work. He slaps you on the cheek. You don't feel it. He goes, well, you should wear this for a while. And he puts a bandage over your eye. And, yeah. Good luck with that. Feels funny.
Yep,
or itches. Don't scratch it.
She will toss a cast of healing word on that for good measure to try to help with as much of the healing as possible, so it doesn't it has less of a chance to get infected and a better chance to heal up properly and all of those nice things.
Mm-hmm. Of course, but you're drunkenly casting it, and you accidentally cast it on him because I'm not the one that needs the healing word. You need to sober up. You need to sober up first. You wait a bit. So, after your surgery, which didn't go horribly, went about average, you gather the mail with Cinder, and then you depart for points west.
Yay!
Yay. With your brand new Magitech eye that is not really any better than your current eyes.
Well, it's not better than my old eye, but it's better than the disadvantage on anything that's a ranged attack.
Yeah, it's a functional normal eye. So please mark down in your character sheet that you have a Magitech eye. Which is basically
where's the best place to put that?
Just put that in your inventory.
Oh, okay. Can I create items?
You should be able to if you hit the edit button, just the top left button of your sheet.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay. So after Justine departs, before Justine departs, is there any last scene anyone wants to have with Justine before she heads to the west? I'll probably put Raven to sleep with this trap.
A silent farewell. I'll give her a skull
Okay.
to remember me by.
I'll just make sure that the skull is clean that Cinder gave.
So you help Cinder with his gift. You don't give an actual gift. You help Cinder with his. Got it. So you gain a skull while you're in your inventory, Justine. You gain a skull from Cinder. Which one is it, Cinder?
Howard.
Howard. Okay. Cinder gives you Howard.
Okay,
Oh,
I will add Howard the skull to my inventory as well then.
Kara's there while this exchange is happening, and she goes, "Are you sure you want to get? Okay, well, Howard's a good choice. Out of the 3 that you could have given, I would also give Howard.
He's always wanted to travel.
I can tell that about him. Look at him." She gestures to him.
Thank you, Cinder and Raven. I will make sure and keep Howard safe until we all end up crossing paths again, and then I'm sure Howard will be glad to see you again.
Just remember, we make things worse, and that's okay. And I hope your brother marries you off.
What the fuck, Cinder? Where her brother marries her up the... Where did that come from?
That's how the nobility deals with things.
Is it? I don't know this.
I don't know.
I don't know this either. Kara looks confused and concerned.
What do I need to roll to find out if Justine even has a brother?
I mean, it's your character. You can decide if she has a brother or not.
Okay. Well, thanks for that. So, Justine will look at Cinder and go, "Well, I do have a whole collection of sisters that, quite a few of them act a lot like boys. So maybe they might count. But I'm sorry, I only have sisters."
That's okay. I'm sure you'll still be fine.
And she'll pat Cinder on the back, go, "Yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine again, and I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again in the fairly near future. Just keep yourself alive out there, okay?" And we'll kind of address the keep yourself alive to everybody else in the tent as well.
Kara nods and pats Cinder on the head and goes, "Oh, he'll be fine. He's a tough, scrappy little guy."
I don't think tough is going to be his problem. And she'll kind of roll her eyes a little bit in Kara's direction.
She shrugs.
Yeah. And with that, I guess Justine is off. So before Justine goes off to the west, we haven't had any more news about Renault, right?
No.
So on her journey west, the places where she stops, whether she's delivering mail or things like that, the places that she's stopping, if there's a military presence, if there's a Corinthian military presence there, or even like where they likely would have been part of the Corinthian military teleport network, she will ask about, has anyone seen anyone with Renault's description? And like the name Renault, with like up in the past X amount of time, however long it's been since we teleported out of Hellcorth, etc. So she will keep asking about him at each of the places where she goes along the way. And she will, unless someone else has picked it up and is using it, will have put the auto crossbow back in her, get her saddlebag or something, so that way she can continue as time goes on, continue training with it, given that she's partially toward martial weapons. Just in case she needs another source of defending herself if she rides across the countryside.
Sure. Okay. You may roll an investigation check for that last thing about Renault trying to find him along the way, but that would be your last roll for the campaign.
Yay! And can you, if you get a chance, can you toss the crossbow back in my inventory?
I will do so. With a natural 20, you have definitively not heard of Renault Garretson.
Okay.
From any of the garrisons, they haven't heard of him or from him. So.
Yep, that's worrying and saddening, but based upon what Morris said, not surprising.
Okay. All right. Justine exits the campaign. Any other last scenes that the remaining 3 characters would like to have with each other or with the Bane Knights at large?
Are the Gorgons going to rebuild in Hillsfar with us, or are they did they get rolled into the Banes, or?
The Gorgons that are here have been rolled into the Bane Knights, so there's a little bit of a party. This is only delayed because there was a mountain of paperwork, a lot of it having to do with construction, a lot of it having to do with restructuring the organization, and a lot of it having to do with unit transfers, right? So there's a lot of paperwork dealing with Justine's transfer, with the Major's transfer. There's bills to pay. So Furia's been buried with the paperwork, even with offloading a lot of it onto Amelia and Thalen. There's a party a week and a half after Justine leaves for the Gorgons who are being inducted into the Bane Knights, and that's all of the surviving Gorgons from Helcorth that were with them when they came through the portal. So they basically are getting adopted. There aren't any knights leading these Gorgons, so there's no one to claim them. So they've kind of been de facto following the Bane Knights anyway. So there's paperwork for that too. So she had to get all of that paperwork done before it could be done. It just took a while. So it's got to travel back and forth to the capital too. And there's, a lot of mileage between Hillsfar and the capital for that. So it's a few weeks until that party happens. And at that point, Kara is celebrating. The few Gorgons that are left, it's 8 of them, are celebrating with her. You guys are in the tavern in Hillsfar. It's been rented out for the occasion. The Major's there. She's in a chair that she doesn't have wheels for a chair. She's got a long cane. Not the Major, the Commander. Commander's in a chair. So she's upright and she's talking again, but she's tired and not capable of completing her duties. So
we all made a cool banner that says "Welcome Gorgon Squad."
Right. It's got different colors on the banner. Maybe a little bit more jaunty music for this. How about that?
We described what a Gorgon is to Cinder, and Cinder painted it.
Comically large.
Comically large Gorgon. Yeah. So
yeah,
this is the party. We're at the party scene. You asked for this.
The only other thing that I had thought of for Thalen was he does see the Major off when she does leave. I'm assuming she leaves in a caravan, but I don't think it'll be anything more than just it doesn't even have to be a convo. I just wanted to note that.
Just a wave.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I feel like at least Thalen is gonna make an effort to go find Dualahan and shake her hand and then just officially welcome her to the Banes.
Yeah, so she's there, of course. She's a little drunk. She goes, Thalen! Hi.
Sergeant?
You're a lieutenant now. Mm-hmm. You're a lieutenant now. Because you're a knight now. You got your fancy shoulder pad thingies.
I do have fancy shoulder pads. They're almost as comfortable as the old dress wear I used to have to put on.
I bet.
But anyway, welcome to the Bane Knights.
Thank you. I feel like I've earned it.
You definitely did. A couple of those crossbow bolts were inches from my head.
They're ballista bolts.
Ballista, yeah. Ballista.
They were inches from your head. I could have ended your life like that, but I
But
didn't.
instead they killed a lot of other things.
Yeah,
And
sure did.
absolutely well done.
Mm,
Glad you're on our side.
Me too. Me too. So do you... Wait, hang on. Come down here. She goes to like kind of like grab you by the beard, but misses, and grabs you by the shirt. Kind of pulls you down and goes, "Who is Cinder's girlfriend?" Didn't Furia mention that he has a girlfriend, but she doesn't know that she's his girlfriend. And so now all the women in the camp are, I guess, concerned might be too harsh of a word, but curious if they are his girlfriend or not.
Can I make an insight on, I guess, either the time I've spent with Cinder or failing that on Kara in this moment to find out if she's concerned or if there's any envy in there?
This would be an insight on Kara. So go ahead and roll an insight check. She's drunk, so you may roll this at advantage.
Oh, and I'm totally throwing a superiority die on that. You better believe it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a 32. You can read this gal like an open book. She is concerned, but for Cinder. She's concerned that like this whole thing, this whole epic of like his romantic life is going to lead to his, like a heartbreak for him, and she's just empathetic towards him about it. She doesn't want his heart to get broken because he's like, they're friends, so she's concerned for him, not concerned that she's the person, and not like jealous or envious.
I mean, I feel like that would be a legitimate thing to be afraid of, right? Like there's got to be some underlying like, oh god, what if I disappoint?
Right.
Gotta let the poor dude down.
Right.
No, I think Thalen's gonna pat her on the shoulder. His go-to, this is how I'm interacting with someone that I don't necessarily know how to interact with move.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna say, someone's gonna have to dive on that grenade, I think. I don't know who it is. He hasn't told me anything particular. But we either need to get some more daglings around here. That band-aid's got to get ripped off. And maybe that'll be your first role as the newest sergeant of the Bane Knights.
Oh god! Oh no! Oh.
Yeah. Out of character, I'm trying to remember who was it that Cinder is actually asked about. How do you ask somebody on a date, or what does such and such person like? Because there's at least someone in the party I know that knows who.
He was devastated to find out that the commander is married.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, the commander is married, and he was upset about that. I think his other like a girlfriend that he was thinking about was the major. I think he was talking to Furia about it, but like it was just like a how to woo a woman kind of deal. So she clearly has forgotten about that because of the many months that have passed since then, and also war and trauma. So
now we're going with the ballista operator.
Oh, good. Kara's like, okay, well, I guess we'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you.
I want her to launch me out of a ballista.
Okay. She says she finishes her conversation with Halen. So, You're a big deal noble kind of guy, right?
I'm a medium to low deal noble kind of guy.
Oh, that's disappointing then, I guess. So, people like you, I heard this from Cinder, actually. You guys get to determine who your sisters marry? Is that true?
I think this is the first time in this conversation Thalen's been caught off guard. He pauses for a second, narrows his eyes, and think it is some of our marriages are arranged? Is that what you mean? Some of them are political. They're not all.
So you trade your kids? Is that what happened? This is all very strange to me. I'm a simple girl from a simple town that isn't on the map, or it might be on the map now, but it wasn't on the map before. So, forgive me, my lord. Does a curtsy, almost falls over. But I have no idea about these things.
Pats on the shoulder again. It's becoming obvious this is a space filler for him.
Why do you keep touching my shoulder? Is there something on it? Am I unsteady?
Transitions to he's like brushing, imaginary crumbs off.
Oh shit!
How about we talk about this in depth over another drink, and then tries to distract her over somewhere else.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Though if you get too many more of these in me, I have to warn you, sir.
He's looking around frantically at anyone to mouth the word help at.
There are two other player characters in the room somewhere. You can choose one of them.
I immediately lock eyes with Raven and mouth help.
You mouth help at Amelia, and she finishes her sentence. If you feed me too many of these, this place is going to get rowdy. Rowdy, I say.
I think it's still trying to change the topic away from anything other than how noble marriages work. Thalen will raise his voice a little bit and say, well, I think we've all earned a little bit of rowdy, and try and get a cheer out of the crowd.
The crowd does cheer, and then she goes, who's your favorite baseball team, Mr. Nobleman?
Does Carliger Rock have a baseball team?
They probably have their own, private team, but...
Oh, they've got to be called, the Hounds or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely does the I don't know how to name the expression. Almost where you tap your nose, of course. Of well, obviously it's the Carliger Hounds.
Oh, she goes, boo, this guy likes Carliger Hounds. They stink. They couldn't hit a ball. That's the end of what I was trying to say. They couldn't do it. They couldn't.
Another panicked look at Amelia.
Out of character,
Mhm.
would being drunk constitute to the poisoned condition?
It would, yes.
Use full restore on her.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up to her and cast Lesser Restoration.
You walk up to her, you cast Lesser Restoration. She feels the wave of cleansing energy go over her, and her head clears, and she goes, "Aw, oh, buzzkill. This does mean I can drink more.
Drink more.
I guess I'll drink more."
Does that make the hangover better or worse?
Probably makes it about the same. Because if it clears all the poison out of your system, you can just... If you drink more, you're just back where you started. Because the hangover is a result of the dehydration and the swelling. So
Thalen's gonna shrug and pour more drinks.
more drinks. Cara Delevingne gets up on a table and goes, I have an announcement to make, everyone. To make. My Gorgons, everyone, thought we were dead when we were locked in that magazine cellar, surrounded by so many explosives and poisonous bolts and enough ordnance to blow a hole so huge in the ground. And then the Bane Knights came and rescued us from certain doom and death. And we together managed to escape Hellcorth through a portal put together by a cranky wizard. And she points at Morris, who's over there drinking. He's not drinking anymore. He's passed out in a chair, completely sauced. I tried drawing on his face earlier, and the charcoal just fizzed away, so he is buttoned up tight over there. But the Bane Knights have seen fit to welcome us former Gorgons into their order, and for that I say hear, hear, cheers. And she brings her drink down, drinks back, loses her footing, slips, and falls onto the floor.
Oh, is Thalen close enough to catch her? Thalen or Cinder?
Dexterity saving throws, I suppose, to catch her.
I'm gonna burn my inspiration on this.
Sure, yeah. Okay, let's see here. Anyone else wanna... Cinder, do you want to roll this? Dex save.
No, I'm gonna just watch this.
Okay. Thalen, you catch her. Amelia, you're right there. So she doesn't hit her head on the floor, but like her legs obviously hit the floor. And she goes, how did I end up down here? Thalen, why are you so close to me? Amelia, why are you upside down? Did I die?
I'll drag her right side up.
Oh,
Maybe avoid the tables for now.
You're no fun. And she points at you drunkenly, and then she lifts her mug and goes, "Aw, it's empty." Oh. She puts the empty mug in your hands. Empty. It's empty. It's empty.
I think I'm gonna first look up at Amelia for any cues, and then over to did Furia show up to this?
Yes, she did show up to this. She's sitting with the commander.
I think I'm gonna look over at them with a raised eyebrow.
They both are not looking at you on purpose.
Well, I'm just gonna pour her another drink, whatever.
Okay.
We almost died. They get to celebrate.
Yeah. She goes, "Yay, more beer!" She wanders off. She goes and she finds Cinder, leaving Amelia and Thalen behind. She finds
Face
Cinder.
palming.
What are you doing, Amelia? Face holding?
Face palming.
Face palming?
Yeah, I don't think it's a long discussion, but at some point Thalen does tell Amelia that he's glad she's sticking with the Bane Knights.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, you're kind of my family now.
He's gonna nod and then turn and look at the commander and the captain again, and like just motion toward the captain and say, I think Furia really needs I mean, she was close to Renault. You're the only other person she's really got here with a real connection to her beyond the one that we all have.
Does Amelia request or react to that?
He reacts by staying silent.
Ah, okay. So she meets
He doesn't begrudge that. He just nods again.
What is Cinder doing when Kara catches up to him?
I think he's trying to read through some papers.
Okay. Is he sitting at the table? Is he standing? What's he doing?
He's sitting at the table, yeah.
She crashes into the table, staggers into a chair, and kind of leans over at him and goes, Cinder, what could possibly be so important right now as to avoid enjoying my party? And she sad faces at him.
Absolutely nothing.
That's right. So why aren't you drinking with me?
You didn't ask.
Well, now I'm demanding.
Cinder will grab a drink and begin drinking.
Great. Okay, buddy. Here's the deal. Which one of us can drink more, faster, better, longer?
Clearly, it's me.
Well, I don't believe you, so we're gonna have to, contest. I get +3 to my score because I've already had 3 drinks.
I'm gonna go into a rage.
Okay, you enter a rage. This doesn't help you.
I'm gonna transform into a werewolf.
Okay, you get bigger. She goes, okay, let's go, little guy, let's go, furball. You guys are going to do a drinking contest, the two of you. Okay, so it is a Constitution saving throw. For this, the first drink, she rolls a 8. He is trashed. You are
Back at it in style.
You are way more trash. You are immediately drunk. You're just a little guy.
I'm just a little guy, you know.
She goes, you're a lightweight, Cinder.
You're a lightweight.
You're a cheap date.
This table makes me so angry.
What? Why are you angry? What are you angry about? Have another.
Yeah.
And she puts another drink in front of you.
I'm gonna drink that one too.
Okay, another save. She drinks another one herself. Well, she's doing okay.
Does Amelia see this happen?
Yes. Go ahead and save again, Cinder. There you go.
Amelia looks at Talon with eyes that speak. Should I do something about this?
Didn't he have liver damage?
Okay, I got another one.
How many more How many more of that restoration spell do you have?
I think I have 4, maybe 5 more.
You might be keeping him alive later.
Yeah.
So you are not as well off as she is, Cinder, but you're both pretty drunk. Like, you can't get off the floor drunk, and she's barely off the floor drunk.
I'm still conscious and I'm still winning.
You go, okay, little guy. She sits down next to you. All right, this is the last one.
Is that the best you can do?
I've already drank 3.
I've killed demons.
So have I.
Throw me at people.
Boss, you want me to throw you at somebody?
Throw me at a demon.
I don't think there are any demons around here, Cinder.
There are always demons around everywhere. Throw me at them.
They're everywhere?
They're everywhere.
Did you see them earlier?
Throw me.
You want me to just throw you? You just want to be thrown, don't you?
I want you to throw me like one of your ballistic bolts.
You want me to load you into a ballista and shoot you across the lake?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
We should do that.
We should do that right now. Let's go.
Let's go.
Come on. She picks you up and staggers. We'll be right back,
Amelia
Captain.
starts
Don't worry.
Amelia starts following.
Okay. We'll be right back, Captain. Fury goes, somebody stop them. Whatever they're doing, somebody stop them, please.
Already doing that.
Draw me like one of your French girls.
I don't know who French is. She keeps going. Staggers out towards camp. Amelia, you catch up with them.
I put my hand on both of them and twin cast Lesser Restoration this time.
Sobering immediately, she kind of stands there for a second and goes, oh, buzzkill.
It's such a weird sensation.
Oh,
You still have to kind of pee, but you're no longer happy.
Oh man, now I just have to pee, and also this is less fun immediately now. Amelia,
Sorry,
why are you such a
Captain orders.
buzzkill? Oh, because the captain ordered. She didn't want us to have any fun.
She probably wants you to have fun, just not bring yourself into danger.
He'd be okay. But I get it. Wouldn't aim him
Side
at.
eye Cinder.
I wouldn't aim him at anything. Maybe we'll build you a little catapult later.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. All right. Go back inside. Can you stop sobering me up for like the rest of the night, Amelia, please? This is the second time you've done this to me, without my consent or approval. I thought you were supposed to be on my side, you know.
Well, the first time was my choice, the second time was the captain's choice.
Okay. So she goes back to the party. And I believe you guys spend the rest of the night like that. The following day, is there any last scenes anyone would like to have with any of the NPCs before we close out for the campaign?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then that'll be our last scene of Baptized in Blood. Caradolahan, Amelia, and Cinder walking back to the tavern in Hillsfar with Thalen looking out the window, making sure that they're okay, and the captain and commander sitting in a corner sharing a couple of drinks together. And that is where we will...
Still alive.
Still alive, and that's where we will call our session, call the end of our campaign, and say goodnight to everyone until our campaign wrap-up in 2 weeks. This has been a lovely time, and I hope we all had fun. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Night.
Bye.
The